Hi everyone, welcome to FISC Financial Studies classes. Today we are going to study reading number 32 of CFA Level 1 curriculum. This is LOS number 2 of where we are going to discuss the basic principles of capital budgeting process. There are total 6 principles in the curriculum. One is that decisions are based on cash flows. Now cash flows are basically the monetary flow, inflow or outflow of any monetary inflow or outflow because of that particular project. So all the decisions we make based on those inflows or outflows. We don't make it on any other accounting concept. The second principle is that the cash flow timing is really crucial for making a decision. Like if two projects are there which are giving you same profit, but one is a 2-year project and another is 5-year project, you will definitely go for 2-year project because you are getting your profit earlier. The third principle is an inclusion of opportunity cost. What I mean by inclusion of opportunity cost is that when you do the cash flow analysis, you consider an opportunity cost. That means you are going to start this or a new project, then there is a possibility that this project, the new project, may impact your earlier projects, and the kind of loss those projects would have because of this new project should be considered in the cash flows as a cost. That's called opportunity cost. The fourth principle is that you should analyze all the cash flows on after tax basis, because suppose if a project is profitable before tax and then it is loss making after tax, then there is no use of going for that project. So always make decision after considering taxes. The next point is you should not consider the financing cost. The reason behind this is that the discount rate which we are going to use in analyzing any kind of capital budgeting project, we will use the discount rate which has already included the cost of debt, and therefore the cost of debt is included. So by including financing cost would result in a double counting. That's why we ignore the financing cost in making such decisions. Then the last point is that the cash flows are not accounting net income. This is a very important point which you have to understand. The cash flows are net income minus all non-cash charges like depreciation or working capital, etc., non-cash working capital. So there is a difference between cash flows and net income, and you have to understand that. Although we have seen that these theoretical concepts were really easy, but it is sometimes very confusing. So here are some terminologies in the curriculum which we should learn to make the concept clear to us, and I want to tell you that you should read this reading from the curriculum or from any notes like Schweizer multiple times so that you will have a better understanding of it. So the first terminology is sunk cost. Sunk cost is a cost which is already incurred by the company, so you don't have to include that in the project. For example, a consulting fee before launching any project or even deciding of a product development. So this kind of cost are called sunk cost. You have already incurred, so even if you don't go for that project, you can't get back that money, and that's why it won't be included in your decision. The second is opportunity cost, which we have discussed already. That opportunity cost is a cost which you have to include in your decision, because this is basically an impact of your new project on your existing projects. So you will consider the amount of loss you are going to have in that earlier projects as a cost, and that's called opportunity cost. The third one is incremental cash flow. What I mean by incremental cash flow is that whenever you make decision between two projects, you don't make decision on just the normal cash flows. You take decision by doing an incremental cash flow analysis by going with this formula: cash flow with a decision minus cash flow without a decision. So in this way you will do the analysis. Now externality is another thing. Externality means that the impact your investment or project is having on the other things. It could be in your existing projects, which is a company internal matter, or it could be outside the company. For example, like any environmental pollution which is the project is going to have, or suppose you are going for a solar power plant which will reduce the pollution. So these are the things which won't impact you but definitely impact the ecosystem. Now the last last principle is that you have to understand conventional and non-conventional cash flows. So conventional cash flow is like initially you pay something, means cash outflow, and after that you will always get an inflow in cash, like you build a house and you are getting rent. The non-conventional cash flow is something in which you can have outflow at any point in time, whereas you can also have inflow at any point in time. So there is no pattern like initial outflow and then all inflow. So that's non-conventional cash flows. So these are the basic principles and some terminologies which we have to study in this session. Thank you very much, and please like, subscribe and share my video, and please subscribe it for the next video in this series, as well as share it with as many people as you can, so that many people will get help from these videos. Thanks again.